Let's go. Perfect. So we made a mistake where we forgot to do the tournament. Luckily speaking, because this is a Tower Talk. This is Tower Talk of the 28th November. This is Tower Talk for the Shield playthrough. The mistake that we did, sorry, I had to take care of a couple of things. Was we forgot there was a tournament. I thought it was Wednesday, Tuesday, but it was Wednesday because we started working. So my schedule is a bit fucked up. We're at rank 12 of the Gold League, which isn't great, but isn't bad. I'm gonna be able to see. It's 169. What I'm thinking about doing is I'm gonna go back. Wait. Oh, wait. We're gonna get the quest. Okay, we don't have a quest. That's okay. What I'm gonna do is did I equip it? Oh, I didn't. I didn't. We have the cherry blossom background, which is actually quite nice. So this is the new background. We have everything. We're Gucci. And mercenary module is gonna be harder. We have 238 stones. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna buy, I think I'm gonna focus. You know what? I'm super close. It's kind of funny because on the crown playthrough, we're kind of close to. We're actually kind of close to the. Sorry, I had to take the 5 diamonds from the other playthrough. We're pretty close to getting the what's we call it, the red armor. So this one we're actually pretty close. We're 10 bees away, and I make a bee per like 3 hours. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna increase my black hole. The reason as to why we're increasing the black hole is very soon, very soon. I'm gonna be able to have 2 black holes. So you can see my it didn't change. It's still health. That's pretty much it. What I like doing is I like to have a shit ton and then just spend them all at once, which I think is a better thing to do. And that's pretty much it. So this is the Tower Talk for the shield. And I need you now about. Come on, don't wanna shade ya. Give up. Don't wanna shade ya. Freezing my nuts up. Don't blink, it's your buying. Welcome to the show. This is Dingo because I'm having a wonderful 28th November 2024. Welcome to the Tower Talk of the Sword playthrough. We're just in this tournament. We're going to see what we have for a playthrough, what we have for everything, and we're going to see if we did good or if we did bad. Super happy to be here with you guys. Super happy to be alive this morning. I don't know why I wouldn't be, but hey, I'm super happy. We got brand new. Something really cool happened. We got rank 2 of the Gold League, which is absolutely phenomenal. We got the 150. Something really good happened yesterday. I was doing some mission and we actually we're gonna wait a little bit before we actively got some tier 12. Tier 12 in tier 12. We're rank 8, fuck a rank 8. We got 61 and rank 12, which is actually pretty good. You know why? Wanna know why? Oh, I don't know. If I had to, I guess if I had to pinpoint it because we have brand new labs. So we're gonna see what lab we have. I like the attack speed. I like the range. I like the damage per meter. See why I like these two together is the bounce shop. We have workshop enhancement. Now workshop enhancement. To be honest, I'll be completely fair with you guys. Doesn't do shit for me. It doesn't do shit for me because even that's not true. On the crown playthrough, it does something for me, but on the other, I don't really care. It doesn't give me much. So we did get some diamonds, and because we got some diamonds in the sky, I so alive. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. I think I'm gonna do the cooldown, and I'm gonna do 1 quantity of the smart missile. The reason as to why is I absolutely love chain lightning, but chain lightning is pretty much done for now. The smart missile, the reality is, okay, so let's put it like that, okay? You guys know that I do 3 playthrough at the same time. I do a sword, I do a shield, I do a crown, right? The sword is this one. It's possibly the one where I have the most volatile at. I have a lot of difference. So the shield, surprisingly, the shield is a bit more open when it comes to strategy. So I can do some combo. For example, we can have the I don't know. With the shield, I can have some combos. For example, the black hole, the landmine, the poison swamp, right? So with the shield, it's actually a bit stronger because of the combos. And in most cases, the combo don't work. You understand? So with the sword, it's actually a lot easier because it's very simple. However, there's something. They're kind of parallel. So the number of hour for the shield playthrough is the same amount of hour for the sword playthrough. And the shield playthrough, we're about to have a big step forward. And that big step forward is we're able to have a second black hole. Now, relatively speaking, we do not have that for the sword. We don't have that opportunity. However, what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start upgrading the smart missile. The smart missiles are better late game than early game. However, the smart missile are the one to upgrade before you upgrade your spotlight. So your spotlight, you see is the smart missile. The spotlight missile. Spotlight missile is actually a smart missile. It's a single one. And to the maximum, it's 1 per 2 seconds. So almost every single day. And it's crazy to me because when you think about it, and again, I'm not a pro at the game, I'm not a connoisseur of the game, but I can promise you one thing, and that one thing I can promise you is actually quite simple. Your whole strategy for the smart missile, for the spotlight, is going to be the smart missile because they're stronger. The spotlight, you see, you get more coin, you get more attack when you do it. But what do? You do the smart missile, and the smart missile, yes, it's a good one. But the smart missile in itself is actively flawed. It's not great. On the Crown playthrough, my mistake that I did was I upgraded the smart missile first. It wasn't good because once again, it's good late game. It's not good against a group of enemy. Now, since I've upgraded my spotlight, it's actually a lot better, right? Which I'm possibly gonna be upgrading my spotlight. I'm thinking about it, and I'm possibly gonna be upgrading my spotlight on the Crown. But where it does play a role is my spotlight and smart missile are a really good combo. So the Crown playthrough, we have the maximum cooldown on the smart missile, and our smart playthrough, the Crown playthrough, we have a minute and a half for I think it's 28 smart missile, which is amazing, right? But a minute and a half, I don't know if you're good at math, but that's 90 seconds, right? The spotlight will send a missile every 2 seconds. So you take the 90s and you do times 2. That's an 180 missile. And the 180 smart missile, the best thing about it is they have the same strength and they have the same radius. The radius is where it's gonna play a lot. So the radius is gonna be able to kill multiple enemy at once. And once again, we remember that we have the spotlight bonus. Now, technically speaking, ultimately speaking, this doesn't matter right now. It doesn't matter in our playthrough because the sword playthrough, we're not one-shotting most enemies. We're not, even with smart missile, we're not gonna one-shot enemy. However, we saw with the shield playthrough with the two black hole being able to pick up some shit, being able to pick up some coin, some extra coin. It's gonna be important to have something similar with the sword playthrough. I know that there's two different playthroughs, but I'm trying to get them to be sort of similar in strength because it's gonna be boring if two of my playthrough I'm super strong and I'm at almost the end of the game, and the one playthrough I'm way behind. Ultimately, I know this is gonna happen, but I'm gonna wait much. What can I speak today? I'm gonna wait for as long as possible. If it's in 2 days, it's in 2 days. If it's in 2 weeks, it's in 2 weeks. And in 2 months, I'll be happy. Because by now we're working a lot, but at work I'm still able to have my 3 playthrough going on. The goal would be to have like literal night. So what's going on right now is the game is becoming more and more idle. So soon there's gonna be a way to catch a couple of diamonds, right? Being idle. So I'm gonna be able to lead those playthrough during the night. And that's pretty much the plan. So we'll see how it goes. And for now, everything is going according to plan, and we're actually having fun, which is the goal here, isn't it? So this is it. This is the playthrough. This is the this is the where am I? This is it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be switching to the other recorder because this recorder only records for 1 hour. And I'm gonna be here for the next 2 hours before we have to go to work. Day and night, the lonely stoner. I think I want to do like on the crown plate shoe. I think I want to do like the number of spotlights because now they upgraded. Before it was 3, now it's 4. So who knows? Maybe it's a better thing. Okay, that's good. That's it. Okay, am I able to close that? I don't want to record twice. Yeah, you're slowing down the loss. I know. It's cool as fuck outside. 75%, not a bad day. Okay, so now we have 2 big videos to do. 2 humongous videos to do. What am I saying? Day and night. Now I'm gonna go on the crown and I want to check out how much I have of diamonds because I could work on my spotlights, no problem, no issue at all. See here I have 6, which is not great, but not bad. 84, that's not good. Okay, that's good. Tous mes vœux de bonheur pour toi et ta nouvelle fleur. Embrasse tes parents, dis bonjour à ta sœur. Tu t'es bien vite remis de tous tes ressentiments. Don't blink. Yes, you blink. Welcome to another show. Whether they love they're having a wonderful day on this 28th November 2024. Today we're doing a taste test, so which means we are gonna have to do a little thumbnail. So we do the cringy face. We're actually I love it. I love it because it's so dumb. But hey, that's the game, right? Today we're tasting the Sour Patch Kids. I like that they're saying kid with an S because otherwise it would be. I don't know. I don't know. Would I prefer a Sour Patch Kids with only one big one or multiple small one? I don't know. I was a big kid in class, so possibly big kid. So we have the grapes, and I'm gonna be completely honest with that. I do like. You know what? I like the design a lot. I absolutely love it. Like the purple, the fact that it's sticking over, the fact that we have one of the Sour Patch, not multiple because it's only grape. The fact that we have a lot of grapes. Even the background is nice. Now, ultimately speaking, I'm a bit, $3.99, $3.49. That's not bad. The reason why I'm a bit nervous with these, we bought this at Dollarama. That's why I'm surprised. Dollar store, Dollar General, want to call it the way you want to call it. The reason why I'm not looking forward to it is I'm not a big fan of grape candy. If you're born in the 90s, you possibly had to take some medicine that tastes like grape, right? But at the same time, I was like, you know what? I never tasted that product. I tasted Sour Patch Kid with grape flavor, but I didn't ever tasted only grape flavor. It was the only one. So I was like, you know what? This is a new taste that we can do. This is a new video we can do. This is fun for content creation. But this is my least favorite of the Sour Patch Kid. Now, am I saying that I don't like it? I'm not saying that, but there's a dozen that we prefer. However, this is the cardboard dealt, and we're gonna bluff our way to a full house. I look around me to get a, no, that's great. You can tell that it's only grape. I would have loved a single one of them a different color. Like, yo, what happened? It smells good. I mean, honestly, more like wine without the smell of wine. Nah, it smells like, I know I'm cheating on Monster today with the Red Bull hat. It smells like grape, I guess. Without further ado, what's up, little guy? Not a little guy, more like a grape. Okay. I feel pretty good. Well. I'm impressed. Not shabby at all. Pretty good. Green. Actually really good. Oh yeah. You're winners. You put it in the chat. Everything is so good. Like first of all, right? You know that. Sour and sweet. I'm gonna be honest. The sour is not there. Not there at all. Pretty good. Only crazy thing. I entered the garden. I bought it last week. It was 28 today. I bought it possibly 22 to 23rd. 24th, November 7th. They bought it, they sold it after the event before. It's good. I mean, it's not great. It's okay. It's not great, but better than I expected. So, you got the great flavor. I don't think it's sweet. I don't think it's sour, but I think it's sweet a lot, which is good. The reason why I really like it, it's very akin to a grape jam. So, a peanut butter with grape jam, not the peanut butter. And grape jam is actually one of my favorite jam. I think it goes very well with the toast. With what I like to do normally, I think a peanut. I'm just tired. Working hard plus making content. Stop complaining. See, I think it's really good. I think. Yeah, I think it's really good. I think what the bit of a, I love doing a toast with salty butter and grape jam. If you think about it, the grape jam is actually really nice. Because what they do is they're basically gonna add like a gelatin that makes it jello, that makes it the way it is. It's more sweet than a normal grape, which also adds to the taste. You got the little, without being not saying powdery, you got the normal texture of the Sour Patch Kid, which is fun. It's pretty good. I would like a bit more sour, but yeah, I think it's pretty good. I think it's really nice, and that's pretty much it. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. I look around me, all I seem to see is people going nowhere, expecting sympathy. Life is what happened while you're busy making your excuses. Another day, another casualty. But that won't happen to me. Whoa. Oh, wow. My apologies. Disgusting. Confused. Dominic, it's your boy. Welcome to the show. Continuing well on this 28th November 2024. We have a very special video today. And I know I say very special, but this is possibly a version number 2. We're version number 1. Sorry, I'm tired. So last week we watched Dexter season 5. Got the whole thing, right? The funny thing is, I was sure that I made the video, but I can't find the video. However, we have the text. So what I think happened was I possibly filmed it on my GoPro. And my GoPro, the files are all mixed up. So it's possibly in there. Now, if it's in there, it's a second try. It's okay. I'll add the first try and I'll add the second try, which I think is really funny because my reaction are different, my understanding is different, my ADHD will allow me not to make a same video twice. And if it's the first version, we'll pretend like this intro never happened. So don't worry, get your boy. Welcome to the show. Welcome to season 5, episode 1 to 8. No. 1 to 10. So we're almost the full series. We're at 2 episodes from my old a whole season of Dexter, my favorite show. Once again, Dexter, amazing. Little disclaimer. I came into it's actually quite sad. I don't know if I wasn't paying attention. I don't know if I misunderstood. I came in the second season, the season 5, without knowing that Rita was dead. So the end of season 4 is we're seeing Rita dead in the bath, right? But I thought that it was only because Dexter saw it as a vision. He imagined his son being victim like he was, right? But then she's really dead. So the first episode is actually quite a sad season, but it's also possibly one of the best seasons ever. It's amazing. We got the whole world of Dexter is shattered, right? Telling the first thing we saw is it's so well shattered. We see Dexter. The best way to picture it is by one scene. He goes to okay, music. That's nice, I guess. Am I still recording? I'm still recording. He goes into a gas station, right? There's an asshole, and the asshole kind of not necessarily bullies him, but he's an asshole to him. He's being disrespectful, and then Dexter kills him. And it's the first time that Dexter, it's one of the first time that Dexter kills while having a setup, right? One of Dexter's first kill where he didn't do research, he didn't follow the code of Harry, right? And the good thing here is we can have a complete breakdown of Dexter. See, this is my opinion, of course, but here it goes. I think a lot of comments saying, well, Dexter failed a human code of Harry, but Dexter realized the code of Harry. So, for example, right? Very, very simple example. You have values, you have values, you have morals, right? Dexter's are lesser, not because he's a bad guy, but because of his mental state. We know that he's a sociopath or a psychopath, right? Because of Harry's a scene in the second season where Harry showed the CAT scan of a brain of a serial killer and Dexter's CAT scan, which are the same, right? So Dexter has his whole world shattered, and the first thing he does is he kills someone without following the code of Harry. Now follows an amazing scene, and the amazing scene, which is possibly one of my favorite scenes from the fifth season, not even the first episode, the fifth season. We see Dexter completely breaking down. He's on the floor, he's screaming, and he's shaking. He's screaming and shaking, and we see that he's losing completely control. Now, ultimately speaking, I think it's a powerful scene because I want to see Dexter. I want to see the nicest thing about Dexter, in my opinion, is duality. He's a nice guy. He's a good father. He's a good police officer. But he's also a killer. He's also killing people, which is crazy. What I think is absolutely phenomenal is in this moment we're seeing kind of the killer take over, like the mental insanity. And I couldn't help but think about Patrick Bateman when I saw that moment. But then it's also a real powerful moment because everybody's around him are like, yo, Dexter isn't reacting. Yo, Dexter doesn't feel emotion. Yo, Dexter isn't even saying that Rita is dead. And it's true, most of the time Dexter doesn't show emotion. Doesn't feel like he cares. He doesn't feel like, okay, well, she's dead. What am I gonna do? It does feel like, okay, well, life goes on and on and on and on and on, yeah, on and on and on. A little Oliver Tree reference because why not? And if you look at Sick of You, it's a reference to Patrick Bateman, which is why I got the ID, right? And this moment says, okay, well, he really doesn't feel like it's a problem. And there's a lot of things. See, I think season 5, I don't think season 5 is great, but I think it's good because if you follow the show, there's a lot of things that are continuity. I love in the show, I love continuity. If you're going to present to me a variable, if you're going to present to me a state of mind of a certain character, present to me in a good way. So for example, big spoiler, we're going to be moving completely ahead 4 episodes. Dexter had a new romance interest in this season, right? And then you're like, he doesn't mourn Rita. But again, don't feel like Dexter's an asshole because when Rita and M broke up in season 2, he found Leela, right? He found Leela. So it's not like, okay, well, this is something that he wouldn't do, it's something that he would do. So even though it does feel a bit wrong, it's not only that, it's killing Rita, which is possibly the most humane part of Dexter. I'm still in love with episode 1. And we see at episode 1 how much Dexter valued her. We see her as an angel. So possibly Dexter saw her. It's funny because I truly believe, I truly believe that Dexter saw two people as its moral compass. We saw Harry, of course, but we also saw Rita, right? And yes, he liked the kid, he liked Deborah, he liked his crew, but they aren't affecting his mental state, right? They're not like, oh, because they told me not to, I'm not gonna do it, you know. Dexter is completely constantly back and forth, right, with reality. So we see that Dexter, when he's killing, right, he's gonna have talk with Harry. But now in this episode one, we see it again when it's world shattering, his view shattering. But it presents itself in a way where, see, I talked about how Dexter was constantly going back and forth into this reality. It's super simple. He has two lives and he doesn't know where to stop one of them, doesn't know where to end another one of them. He's going to a funeral home and he's not there and he's not present. He's thinking about Harry and he's hearing Harry. And what actually really troubling in this scene, what is actually really troubling in this scene is, for the first time in a long time, we see Harry with a room full of people, and Harry is talking to him, right? And I think in the funeral home, it shows a lot more, right? It shows a lot more because of. It's hard to explain. See, there's a scene I remember, there's a scene that really talked to me. And that scene is Deb is talking to Dexter, at the same time that Dexter is talking to Harry, right? Harry isn't real. Deborah is. So in the normal fashion, in a normal way, Dexter would have been able to say, okay, well, I hear you, but in this one, he's only able to hear Harry, which in my opinion shows that he's mentally unstable. He just lost his wife, right? Deb, see, we have a character called Deborah, which is the sister of Dexter. I hope you guys know after 5 seasons. And I constantly have a hard time between deciding I like her or I dislike her. Not because she's dislikable, but because she's a hard character, she's a tough shell to crack. There's some moment where Deb is a badass. There's a moment where Deb is almost completely useless. To me, it's such a powerful state because Deborah, she's such a cool character. She's gonna swear a storm. She'll be relying on other people. Always tell. There's in season 1, I don't think there's an episode where she doesn't ask Dexter for help. So you can clearly tell that Dexter is the solid one of the two brothers and sister. But in season 5, we have a completely different Deborah, and I feel like this completely different Deborah is the main character for two reasons. We saw her as a police officer. That's the thing with Deborah. We don't really see her. We see her a lot in season 1, who she is. But after that, she's just like, she's not that much to do. We see her in a relationship. We see her falling in love. We see her, but we don't see her as a sister. In season 5, we see her as a sister a lot, and we learn that she's a rock. She's helping the kids. She's being there for Dexter. Dexter cannot even talk with people. Deborah, she's there for him. She understands that he's trembling. Dexter doesn't show emotion. She's there to protect him. Deborah is the leading force of Dexter. And it's kind of crazy because Dexter, who's usually so in control, it's like Deborah has him on a leash and she'd say, yo, just, it doesn't matter what she's going on around you, just follow me, I'll leave you for safety, right? So Deborah completely rocked. She has so little, but she's sharing. She has so little, but she allows the kids in their small apartment. And she's like, okay, well, this is it. And it's kind of like a cool thing because we remember in I think this was season 3 or season 2, but they were talking about, oh, damn, she's living with Dexter, but you have to leave. I think it's season 2. You have to leave. I don't have the space. In the opposite direction, Deborah's like, no, you can stay. It's all good. Then we have Dexter wanting to leave. Now, Dexter wanting to leave, it kind of is a special thing. It's kind of like a really special thing. First of all, we have the kid going to the grandparents because Dexter is deemed like he's going through shit and he's not able to. It's not said, it's intended that Dexter is too much in a trauma or in a state to not take care of the kids. And ultimately speaking, Deborah is the only one to bring him back. Now, what is really cool is again continuity. We have an episode, and I think it's season 3, where Dexter wanted to unalive himself. He wanted to unalive himself, and Deborah was the one to say, no, don't do it. Right? So he ends up staying, and it's kind of cool because he knows that everybody he cares about is gonna be at the funeral. So the best thing to do is to run away at the funeral, and then he shows up, which is meaning that I'm gonna stay, I'm gonna work on this, you know, and it's kind of nuts because we could have had a completely different. See, I think what I said was wrong. I think by saying that it's two kind of positive role model with Deborah and Harry, I think I meant it, and of course I believe in it. But I also believe that because because Rita is not anymore, I feel like he could have went to some other place and we would have had a totally different show. We would have had a killer Dexter who doesn't have the same moral. We saw it in the bathroom when he killed the other person, but then he started to stay, and I believe that Deborah's gonna be the next one to take care of him. So episode number 2, we have the trial, right? We have a trial. The trial is for the person. I don't even remember. Quinn suspects Dex, right? So we have the trial, which is Quinn who's suspecting who killed Rita. So the thing is, they don't know it's a Trinity killer. They think it's a Trinity killer, but they don't think it's him. And they think that Dexter has something to do with it because Dexter was okay. Okay, I remember now. I remember. So Dexter finds the body and doesn't call them until the next day. But the reality is that he didn't even notice that Rita was gone. When he noticed, he called the police, but it was too late. They think that maybe he could have done it because it's not normal that he came back home. And the thing is, Dexter, no matter what, we know he went back home because he's working with these people. And then they called him. How did you not notice the dead? Then he has to defend himself. Quinn, he suspects Dexter. So in this season I really like Quinn. And this season I think he's a good character. But there's something that I don't like about Quinn. That's something I don't like about Quinn is he doesn't like Dexter because so there's something called shit brothers. So this is actually something in real life. So what is a shit brother? A shit brother is a group of friends that are not friends. A group of friends, two people. Ultimately, it's two people. We saw it with Miguel also. I know your secrets. I know some shit on you. You know some shit on you. As long as my secrets are safe, your secrets are safe. We're shit brothers. I don't like you. We're not friends, but I'm gonna support you, and they hope that you support me back. That's a shit brothers, right? So Quinn is a shit brother, and it's a pretty known fact that shit brother is a real thing. It's something we see in real life a lot. So the fact that we have Quinn wanting to be shit brother with Dexter, but Dexter wanted to be not shit brother with him, it almost feels like Quinn is looking for an exit. That exit is sending Dexter behind bars, or that exit is to show that Dexter is not who he seemed to be and easy to be trusted, right? But at the same time, it's a bit flawed. It's a bit flawed in the sense of, okay, well, we know that Quinn is a shit brother to Dexter because Quinn stole money from the coffers of Evidence Room, right? But this happened in season 3. We had a whole season where Dexter could have snitched on him every single day, right? And he didn't do it. And even in the 5th season, Deborah and Queen become something. They become like a couple. And Dexter he could have told Deborah. If he doesn't tell the police department, he could have told Deborah, oh, you guys is shady. They didn't. So I don't get why Quinn will continue to go against Dexter. But then, yes, okay. I feel like I have to spoil the rest of the season, but fuck it. So Quinn, in the beginning, it's more to get rid of Dexter than to find justice. But then he has general reason to believe that, yo, Dexter is actually kind of like a killer. He kind of like has a bad past. He's not necessarily a criminal. I don't think Quinn knows that he's a killer, but he knows that there's something wrong with Dexter. And we have a picture, like a witness that saw Dexter, and they draw Dexter, and the drawing doesn't look like Dexter, but it kind of looks like Dexter. So if you have in your mind the picture of Dexter, there's a resemblance. But if you don't think about Dexter by looking at the picture, you're never connect the dots. There's not enough resemblance to connect the dots. Maybe like a brother or cousin, right? But not Dexter himself. So then we have this picture, and Quinn's like, oh, maybe he is a killer. The reason why I suspect Dexter also is because you hear that Rita kissed somebody else, right? Remember last season when the neighbor kissed Rita? The reason why he knows that is because Masuka told him. However, Masuka doesn't know that Dexter punched the neighbor, and that was good. They were okay. So you think maybe that's what happened, you know? Um, Financial trouble. I called him again, Miguel, but it's not. It's not. It's fucking Laguerta, right? Someone else. Gang-related violence. We have a lot of gang-related violence. So ultimately, this kind of sucks because that's what happened when we watched the whole season. There's gang-related violence, and it's really bad violence. Like there's head chopping, I guess. Like there's decapitating. I don't know if you say that in English, but yeah, there's a lot of violence, and it's supposed to be gang related, and ultimately it doesn't serve a purpose. But so ultimately it serves a purpose into putting Deborah in a problem. So it's complicated. It's there's the situation is so complicated for social. So there's so little payout. You want me to tell you the payout? Okay. So what happened was it leads to them looking for one serial killer. By looking for a serial killer, they hire a cop. They hire like a cop that was good with the community. Because she's good with the community, she's able to get information. Because she's able to get information, she's part of the team, if you will. Now, there's something wrong. There's a scene at the club where Deborah kills the guy, right? And that's there have been a better payout than the actual thing. So the payout, if the payout was Deborah the better cop, or she's willing to take more risk, that's a good thing. But it's not. So what happened is Laguerta, she said, "Oh, Deborah, it's your fault. So you're gonna go into another department of police, which is more desk office, more desk job." And Deborah's like, "Okay, no problem." Because she's more in the desk job, she's able to find a file. That file is the file that says that her father, which is Ari, had a girlfriend or a mistress who was once again the mother of Dexter. That's the one thing, but it doesn't show. That's pretty much it. We have financial trouble with Angel, right? It's kind of nice because Angel and Laguerta, we had this guy we think is guilty because of the cash, right? And this is actually a really good payout. This is actually narratively speaking, this is really interesting. So the guy who we suspect killed his wife is the husband. The reason why we suspect he killed his wife is because she had a lot of money and he didn't. Now, little that we know, Laguerta has this huge amount of money, and Angel is a bit more freeing with his money. He doesn't save. He spends, and ultimately by the death, it was like, oh well, she had the money, went after her money, and Laguerta doesn't really think that Angel is gonna go after the money, but it's a problem of she wasn't honest about it. Now, there's a cool scene. There's a really cool scene where Angel asks Quinn if you learn that she has a lot of money, right? Wait a second. I want to show you. I'm gonna get copyrighted. Get copyrighted. But there's a really cool scene where Quinn, he tells her, what if she doesn't have a lot of money? And Quinn, he really is a bro, and he's telling him, "Fuck her. This is your money. Don't touch it." And Deb, she's like, "No, you let her do what she wants to do." So it's nice because we do see that we trusted both of them. They have different opinion, but it's classic bro versus no, she's a girl, you know? Which I thought was really cool. In the face of Quinn, how he said it was fucking phenomenal. I like Quinn. Now I like Quinn a lot. But the promising cop, which is the cop, once again, the cop, she's actually really cool. She gets information. She's a really good mix. She has quick judgment. Now, ultimately speaking, why is that important is because in episode number 2, we're kind of figuring out that she would be a good addition to the team. So the way that the show started, it was with Deborah, and Deborah was a police. Now she's a lieutenant, right? So she's way higher up. Now, something happened in season 1 which we never fixed. We never fixed it. Somebody died, which was Dokes. Now, why is that important? Well, Dokes was also a police officer, right? So we're missing one officer that we never replaced. So they lead to believe that maybe it can be a new cops, right? We have Dex is back to reality. Oh, they go to gravity. He's back to reality and saying that he can handle life a little bit more. And it's kind of cool. The reason why is because they have to take care of Harrison, and Harrison is a baby, which needs a lot of care. That's actually kind of cool because yes, we lost Esther and Cody. My apologies. But you still have Harrison, so he's not completely out of the water. Nor should he be. nor should he be. That's what he is, a fucking serial cold, a ice cold killer. It's not the death of his wife, rest in peace Rita, that's gonna bother him. And if it does bother him, he's gonna get back up because that's the Dexter we like and love. The kids are mad, right? The kids are mad because it's kind of cool because, see, Cody, so you have to understand, Cody still likes Dexter. And it is intended that Cody doesn't realize that his mom is dead. He kind of knows that his mom is dead, but he doesn't realize what it means. But Aster, which is the older sister, she really realized it. She said, you don't give a shit. We were better off when you weren't around. And she blames Dexter for, yeah, so what I'm not saying is in season 1, there's this really important moment that I never talked about. Well, I think I talked about it in the last video, but I'm not sure. So Dexter knew that the Trinity Killer was going to go after the kids, right? So he sent the kid into, I think it was Disneyland or some shit like that. But the problem is, he didn't send Rita, and Trinity Killer killed Rita, right? So they weren't there, and only Dexter was there, and she's like, oh, yeah, it's your fault that she's dead. But she kind of is, but she doesn't know why, right? The kids are mad, right? Deb is there. Deb is really there. She's the rock. Once again, she taking care of Dexter the way Dexter could take care of himself. If she wasn't for Dexter would have been a mess. And the reason why it's cool is, okay, yes, we like Deb as a good sister. We like her as a strong female character. There's moments where, you know what, with Deb, I have to admit, is she my favorite character? No. But there's a lot of moments where Deb is in a position of, you know what, I'm a strong woman lead. And I have to show solidarity to other women. We saw it with, we're gonna see it in this season. We saw it with the girlfriend of Quinn. We saw her. She does it a lot, and that's pretty cool. And yeah, he needs her when she's there, which is cool. Also, Angel and Agatha, they start having a marital problem, right? And feel nothing before this. Okay, cool. So this is complicated. I don't know why I didn't write more, but it's okay. Angel and Agatha, they're having a financial problem because he says, so once again, she has a lot of money, but she didn't tell him. And then he tells her, what did you tell me? And she's like, oh, you don't need to know. But they got married, so he's like, you should tell me we're married. I don't care about the cash. I care about you not telling me, right? And Agatha, she says, you don't need to worry. Like, I know that if you know that we have money, you'll spend it. And I don't want you to spend it, right? And we have a new mark. So the new mark is actually really cool, really cool, because I don't know why I didn't write it down. Okay, we have a new mark, right? He killed a new mark. Okay, I remember. Okay, yeah. Sorry. So he kills a person. I don't remember the mark, but he kills them. And it sucks because nowadays the show isn't about the marks. It's like, oh, there's this character that you have to kill. You kill them, that's it. We get this new mark and he kills him. He's like, maybe that's gonna fix me. No, it doesn't heal nothing. So it didn't heal him, which is kind of his way to deal with everything else. Everything that he ever dealt with was a killing was enough to solve this, to fix him, to heal him. But now it's not enough. Episode number 3, we have a super nice. Episode number 3 is actually really cool. We have an important moment where they find a nanny for the kids, for Harrison. And why I'm saying it's an important moment and sweet is because once again, Dexter was like, yo, I need a nanny. And Deb's like, fuck you, we're gonna get you the best nanny. And she does mean it as, we'll get you the best money can buy, but that's not what she means. She means like, she does an interrogation and she's really rude with a lot of the nannies. And they find one, and that one is actually phenomenal. And she really is an amazing nanny. And I think she doesn't get the credit she deserves because she does a good job. And she's really sweet. So the whole thing that I didn't talk about is there's an intense and the pretense where the kid saw the mom die. And we remember that Dexter saw his mom die. Because we remember that Dexter saw his mom die, we know how much it fucked him up. And because it fucked him up and Harrison saw it, then logically speaking, it would fuck up Harrison, right? However, it doesn't. So it is kind of cool. It doesn't serve the biggest of purpose, but it does serve purpose. So we have this. We have the nanny, and it's all intended that the nanny is the one to reassure Dexter, like, no, Harrison is normal, because Harrison does show that he's fine. He takes out the head of his dog. He scratches Dexter, which is normal for a baby, I guess. We have the new, and this one possibly, the Trinity Killer was cool. but I didn't connect with the Street Thief Killer storyline. But this new one I connect with it because it's kind of cool. It's Boyd. Boyd is the next killer, and the coolest thing about Boyd is that he's a we know he's a killer, right? But he's also a he take roadkill of the house. He's an exterminator, so he kills. Now, why is cool? Why is Boyd cool, right? Why is Boyd cool? Because Boyd leads to a ring of serial killer. See, Trinity Killer, amazing. Trinity Killer was supposed to represent. It's complicated. So we had in the first season we had the brother of Dexter, which is supposed to represent Dexter if he didn't have the pull of Harry. In the second season we have is it already Miguel? I don't remember. No, I'm so sorry. It's a girlfriend of Dexter. Yes. The third season is Miguel. Miguel was supposed to be a brother. In the fourth season, we had the Trinity Killer, which is the picture perfect. If Dexter was a killer, Miguel is the person who could be the brother of Dexter because they understand how he feels. The fifth one is a ring of killer, which is no, they're not the same. Dexter was going to use season 5 as a way to show no, I'm not a normal killer. I'm above them. Not above them in a way of superiority, but in a way of don't compare me with filth. We have the Boyd. They have a duel. So Boyd, Dexter comes in to do the syringe thing. But what happened is Boyd is like, no, you shoot a tranquilizer. So they're both there, which is really cool because like, holy shit, what's gonna happen? You're gonna wake up first. Then they wake up. Dexter wakes up first. Dexter's able to run away. Boyd wakes up and then he goes back to the he goes back to the house and he kills Boyd. The problem is Boyd had an hostage, and the hostage shot the whole thing, so she knows that Dexter killed him. We have Lagetta might get sued. The reason why Lagetta might get sued is because one of the person insulted her. Angel came to the defense. That guy is suing Angel. Angel doesn't have the money to defend himself, so he asked Lagetta, which is again because she has a lot of money. 4, we have Dex who cares for Lumen. So who is Lumen? Lumen is this person, and this is kind of nice because Lumen was a victim, right? Lumen was a victim, and ultimately he would have killed her. But then Dexter followed the style of Harry and realized that Lumen was just a victim of circumstances. So she saw who he is. She saw that, oh shit. Ooh, I have to go. Okay, we're back.